Raggadragga.
So, what are we gonna name him?
Poggy Woggy.
What'd you call him?
I'm calling it, it's Poggy Woggy because this card is very poggy. We're going Pog. Pog champ.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, Raggadragga. First one.
So definitely, I think the ones that are really important
We gotta
are
get
the
the
ones.
elves. I think the elves,
Yes.
yeah, we
So
start with
it's
them.
like it's Morrowind, Priest of Titania, Circle of Dreams Druid, Elvish Arch Druid.
We got Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves.
You know what's funny is that it's probably will end up being closer to a Druid deck because all the really good elves that make lots of mana are actually elf Druids.
What's the name of the one that taps them too? Llanowar Elves, Boreal Druid, Thinhorn Elves.
Elvish Mystic.
I got Elvish.
Even Llanowar Elves is a Druid.
I got Llanowar Elves. Bloom Tender.
Incubation Druid.
Beast Whisperer. Incubation Druid. I think the guy's name is Seton. Incubation Druid. Also, you have to play all the things that make them tap for mana. So Ashaya is broken because they all become land. And what's the enchantment called? Druids.
Leyline of Abundance.
No. That
No,
makes them tap for mana.
Cryptolith, right? Wait, there's a red circle going down in our. Oh, there's two of them for some reason. So you got Morrowind.
Yes. Cryptolith right. I got Ashaya. And then
Verdian Joiner is really cool.
oh, what's the what taps for creatures you control? It's a 3-drop elf.
Yeah, it's Circle of Dreams Druid.
Circle.
Which is also a Druid technically. So we might actually be able to play some random like.
This one's Seton. The one that Mike loves. How do you? What's its name? Seton. It's Isn't it Seton?
Isn't the one that takes everybody's lands?
No. This one. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. It's this one. Tap an untapped druid you control, add green.
I mean, I guess we could, but like almost all of our creatures already are tapping for mana.
Right, but it's also just the mana dork itself. It's a druid.
Yeah.
So.
Also,
Also, Derek, it can use them the turn they come out. They don't need haste.
Leafkin Druid is another one that makes just a little bit more mana.
Leafkin Druid. Do we want to play like Wirewood and like or like
No, I don't think we need to go that
what's
route.
the one that tap 3 elves and like you make 3 or like
I said, I don't think we really need that one because the way that how this deck is going, they all kind of generate plus value on their own and make mana on their own.
We definitely need Rhythm.
Llanowar Tribe is cool.
Rhythm in the Wild. Maybe even what's the Fires of Yavimaya? Because haste is like so important. What did you say?
So you got Leafkin Druid or Llanowar Tribe. Tribe's like the 3-drop 3/3 that taps for 3.
What's the one that enters and you draw and it taps for?
Llanowar Visionary. Oh, Zerta Druid is the one that makes green, and when it gets tapped, it deals 1 damage to everybody.
Yeah, that was the one I told Mike he needed. It's one of my favorites.
Rada, Hair to Keld. Which is kind of cool because it attacks, it adds 2 red, and you can tap it to make green.
How do you spell it?
It's Radha.
No, not that one. Which one did you say?
No, yeah, it's the Hair to Keld. I think they have Heart of Keld and Hair to Keld.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Paradise Druid just because it has hexproof. And I think Leyline of Abundance is really cool.
Yes. And Nyx Bloom Ancient.
Ooh, Rhythm of the Wild and Nyx Bloom Ancient. Yeah,
Bloom.
would be kind of gross.
I got Rhythm, Nyx Bloom, and Mana Reflection.
Oh, Karametra's Acolyte, because she adds equal to your devotion.
So there is a card that goes infinite with this deck. There's like a buyback card that like you could like it's enough mana that like you can keep buying it back if you have enough in your pool.
Oh, this is definitely a Kindred Summons deck because that's easy to play now.
Any more elves?
We got Leonard Wells, we got Elvish, Beast Whisperer.
Also Guardian. I got Beast Whisperer. Guardian
You know,
Project.
Beast Whisperer is also a druid.
Guardian Project. Great Henge.
Shamanic Revelations is nice.
Yeah, Shamanic Revelation.
Do you think we can make enough mana to kill somebody with like what's it? Right, Crackle of Power.
Finale of Devastation.
Finale Devastation, Crackle of Power. We could play Shaman of the Forgotten Ways and
Yes, that's how Mike killed us last time. Shaman of Forgotten Ways. And then also what's the Chord of Calling?
Hold on. Yeah.
And then Genesis Wave.
Oh, Savala. Do we get Savala?
No. I'll add her.
Because we get that beefy plus, so she could make things pretty big.
Which one?
We
Heart
probably
of
need.
the Wild, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Regal Force.
Regal Force?
Draw for each green creature you control. We're gonna be spamming creatures. We just want a way to reload.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wirewood Channeler is tap, add X of any one color or X mana elves on the battlefield.
What about Wirewood Symbiote? Hold on.
That's what untaps, right?
Return an elf you control to its owner's hand, untap target creature.
That's kind of cool.
What do you think? Bad, good, bad?
That's kind of cool.
And then the other one is what's the elf that bounces a forest to untap a creature?
Quarian Ranger.
Yeah, that's definitely this kind of deck. Also, there's infinite loops with those in if we play Team or Sabretooth. Like where you go
Oh, what was one thing? Was it the tree folk that enters that untaps everything?
Oh, Great Oak Guardian. But he's not like he doesn't trigger Raggadragga, but it's fine. I mean, he's very good. Also, what's the 2-drop green spell that draws and untaps all your creatures?
Oh, it's Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about too. Also, Rishbar's Expertise.
You think this is Rishkar's and
Yeah, because we cast one spell and something gets +7/+7. Do you remember that half of our commander?
Mhm.
It's not just +2/+2. It's the you cast something that costs 7, you untap it, give it +7/+7. So like you have something that we could like we have one of the big mana dorks that taps equal to like creatures that taps for more than 7. It'll end up being huge.
what is that spell I was talking about?
Oh, Sorry, I know which one exactly you're talking about. I ran it in my deck a while back.
Mhm.
I forget it was an instant sorcery. It's like it's untap your creatures, right, man?
And then you draw a card. It's an instant. We should play Umbral Mantle, right? You think?
No, no, I don't
Why?
think it's gonna.
Why not?
Benefactor's Drought.
That goes infinite with any of these that can have for more than like 3,
Oh, I
right?
guess yeah. Okay, we could.
And then like a Walking Ballista, I guess. Hold on, Umbral Mantle. Benefactor's Drought. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, untap all creatures at the end of turn. Whenever a creature opponent controls blocks, draw a card.
What
Draw a
about like
card.
Staff of Domination? You think so?
It depends if we get the infinite off. Because we don't have the infinite, we just have lots of mana, and I like ways to just go hard into lots of mana.
Well, because Karametra's Acolyte, probably most of the elves, plus an Exclamation and like a Mana Reflection or like Morrowind. We have a lot of them that can do it. I don't know. Priest of Titania could do it.
Oh,
Uh,
what about like our good old favorite overwhelming stampede?
do you think that's good enough? Overwhelming.
7, 8, 9. A creature being +10 after casting a 7-drop seems pretty good to
But
me.
yeah, we need to get into playing like big things as well now, because I think we're like good on the like this
Yeah.
engine.
We have Crackle of Power. Yep. We can also run
Yeah, look up.
like
There's like a buyback card that people have been talking about. That like goes
I was just
infinite.
saying like what is it? The Meteor card. Comet Storm could just kill everybody. If you have enough mana, you pump into it, target everybody.
Okay.
Um,
What about like Brass's Bounty or like
no, I don't think we need that.
what about like Apex of Power? I don't see how Brass's Bounty is bad. It just makes mana back, right?
Well, because but then we want because Brass's Bounty isn't a 7-drop. Is it 7-drop or is it 6?
It's it has to be it has to be higher than 7, right?
7 or higher.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Brass's Bounty is higher, yeah. And Apex of Power seems good. It just lets you exile the top 7. And Brass's Bounty is more.
Well, there's Elvish Fury. Its target
Yeah,
creature is
Brass's
+2,
Bounty
+2.
is 7. So I think
So I
that's good.
guess we could run it. It would make as much mana untap. Um, it's Elvish. I don't know. Elvish Fury is a buyback card. It gets +2/+2 in the end turn, but for it's only 5. Is maybe they want something bigger?
No, there was something that Mike told me that there's an infinite one with Raggadragga. There's one of the buyback cards. I'll look buyback.
Oh, Worm Calling. That's what it is. Because that could be a mana cost because it's green and X. So if you spend 6 and 1, so you need 6, 7, 8. You need 10 mana to play it
But it still seems worth it because that's easy.
because you have
Because
infinite
remember,
mana.
yeah, is it is this a deck that we need to play like the Aether, like the thing that gives things instant speed?
Oh, oh yeah, I guess we could Vidalcan Orrery.
Yeah. Also, what's the land that untaps an elf?
Oh, isn't like Wire.
The reason why I'm saying this, Dark, is because the commander untaps our stuff like at the start.
Wirewood Lodge.
He untaps our stuff at the start of combat, as well as when we cast things. So we want to be able to use our mana.
Well,
during...
it's not at the beginning of combat. It's like whenever
It's
they attack,
when they
doesn't it?
attack. Yeah. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is like, uh, that's like basically the beginning of combat. So like we want to be able to use our stuff immediately. What was the card I just asked you about?
Wirewood Lodge.
Wirewood Lodge. Thank you.
Oh, what's his face? I know who we could also run to potentially win the game. Where is he? Azuri. Isn't that like just like elves you get +++ and trample? You got a lot of mana. Let's just do that. Like, I know they're all druids, but they're also a lot of them are elf druids. There's some that aren't. That's the renegade leader. Like, remember that blast from the past? Because while we are like a lot of druids, almost every druid that we're running is also an elf.
Is there no other better payoff? How much is Kamal? Hold on.
Kamal costs a lot more, I think. Because the Heart of Corrosa just makes the land something. It's Kamahl. So you want like the. So
No,
he doesn't
not
really
that.
do
Not
much.
not that one. The old one. This one.
So yeah, he's all creatures.
I just think for that extra mana, that's just more important.
And he's
And
also a druid,
and he animates the land so you can kill people. It's
Mm.
more creatures to swing with. So yeah, that. Oh, Derek, they're lands, so they become 3/3s.
Yeah.
That was this is something Mike was explaining to me. I completely
You can-
forgot. So like
Oh.
this animates lands and they become 3/3s and you get to untap them.
So right, so you know it's really funny if you animate it as because of how Raggadragga works.
Mhm.
Let's make Nykthos a land. So tap it for lots of mana, cast a spell, target land gets to get untapped and gets +7/+7.
Sounds kind of stupid to me. Should we play Growing Rights?
Oh my god, look how much that is. Yes, look how many creatures we have, Tom.
We need more big dudes. Like, do we want to play weird ones like a Meteor Golem or like a?
Nah, I don't think we need that. I think we're just gonna kill people super quickly. We got
definitely
Crater
need
Hoof, right?
some more big. Oh, Crater Hoof. Duh. Yeah.
But say, yeah. Unless you really want to play the leaf.
Does Tooth and
Gil-
Nail work? Does Tooth and
Yeah.
Nail work?
Yeah, because I think Tooth and Nail starts off at 7.
So Tooth and Nail. Should we play Avenger? Think. It is just a free spell, and like we do play. Ashaya says non-token, but I think that Cryptolitherite works with anything.
I mean,
Are there any other ways to tap creatures for mana? I think we have the two best ways, right? Ashaya and
wait a minute, let me read this real second. Remember creatures you control. God, you want a lot of mana? We could play Grand Warlord Rada. It's whenever she has haste. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, add that much mana in any combinations of red or green.
one or more, though, right?
But it says add that much mana in any combination of red or green. So you swing with 8 creatures, you get 8 mana.
Sounds good.
Until the end of the turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end.
Sounds good.
Did we get Wirewood Channeler? I think he was. Yeah, I saw him. He's just another bunch of mana.
Should we play 1,000-Year Elixir? That sounds good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it gives all of our abilities haste and can untap one of them once per turn.
What about Clouth?
Clouth sounds good. Old Gnawbone? That's free. And Clouth. I like them both. Is there any other big red spells we could play? What's the Commune with Lava? You want to play Commune with Lava?
I love Commune with Lava. And I love it even more because until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards.
And it's an instant. Okay, so just to get this out of the way, Beast Within, Song of the Dryads.
Yo, you want to really run those?
Still, like one or two like pieces of interaction. Song of the Dryads, probably Vandal Blast.
Return of the Wild Speaker would also be really good in this. Our creatures get really big really quickly.
I added that. Vandal Blast.
Maybe Heroic Intervention just to save the...
100%. 100%. 100%. Kenra's Transformation. Heroic Intervention. Deflecting Swat? reflecting swell. Okay. All right. So do you think this is a staff deck or no? Like you were saying.
Nah, I don't think we need it. How's Apex the power worded? It's the top 7 of your library. Okay. So you get to untap something and make 10 mana.
And then yeah, if the spell was cast from your hand, add 10 mana of any one color. Yeah. Seems
And we
pretty
got
fucking good.
we got Gen Wave, right?
Yes, I have Genesis Wave.
Oh, do we have Turn Timber Symbiosis? This is probably a good Turn Timber deck.
Oh, is it MDFC? That is smart.
Yeah.
Turn Timber. Also Shatter Skull Smashing.
Yeah.
Shatter.
Maybe if we just want to dump the mana.
And what's the ramp creature? And this is probably
I don't think we need him.
Valakut
Well, we have so much ramp.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a land, you know. It's fine.
A tapped land.
I guess. Valakut Awakening's probably fine, and Balligate. Okay, so now let's get into the lands.
So Keswick Wolf Run is another cool way to win.
Kill one person, Keswick Wolf Run.
Yo, weirdly, Lair of the Hydra might also be a random way you could potentially kill somebody. If you have infinite mana, nothing to do with it, like you pump a Hydra and make it like huge. Maybe because lands don't matter so much for us, we could row Beseiju who endures all.
Ooh, Carplusian Forest. Second.
Oh, Tom, I didn't even think about this. Ink Moth Nexus as a land. We could pump it with our commander. That's +7 on one spell. That's big. So it's already an 8/8 infect. And because it's a mana dork, it goes up to 10 exactly.
What was the one you said before that?
Oh, Lair of the Hydra.
I got that one. Did you say something?
Oh, Beseiju who endures all. Probably a good Moss. Actually, I don't think we need Mosswort Bridge.
Stomping Ground.
We have a lot of X spells, so we don't want to hit one of those.
And then
So we want Spire Garden.
Yeah, Spire.
Rootbound Crag. Rockfall Vale. Sorry, Rootbound Crag. It's all Rootbound Crag. And can't forget Command Tower. I think because we don't we're not really running ramping mana dorks, we could go as crazy as you want with like the dual lands.
What's the filter?
Firelit Thicket. The Crag Crown Pathway.
Oh, I also like Seasons Past. We should still be paying that.
Oh yeah.
And probably Eternal Witness. Just cause. And what did you say?
Crag Crown Pathway. Carplusian Forest.
I got that.
Do you think we should run the Scry land?
No.
I kind of want every land to enter untapped.
Mm-hmm.
Mossfire Valley is like the filter land, but like I don't know how much we feel about that. It still enters untapped, and maybe just we use it as the mana for something first.
No, I'm not a fan of this.
Then I think we just run basics, unless you want to try and make Game Trail work. That's the reveal from your hand.
No,
if you have a mountain or forest.
No, it's fine. We are like 100% green.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was like so. I think we just put a lot of green, and we still need a few red, but
how many MDFCs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Yeah, 4. Uh, so I think we go 6 mountains.
it's
Do
crazy
do
how
we
there's
just cut
two
this and play a myriad or no?
a myriad landscape. I don't think we need it.
Yeah, I don't think we need it either.
Yeah, can we also talk about how Deep Gnome Terramancer and uh, Archivist of Ogma, whatever, the two white rares from Boulder's Gate are both like $21.
Yep, I got one from Mike. It's pretty good. Okay.
Oh, so not too many cuts.
Yeah, 8 cuts. I think all of these stay in.
Yeah.
Because again, this is easier to make infinite than staff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm still gonna put staff in like the maybe. Okay, so 36 creatures. All of this seems too good.
You know what? Do we need Cryptolith? Right. Let's go through our creatures and how many don't generate mana besides our commander. Because Ashaya makes mana, Beast Whisperer, Craterhoof, but Craterhoof I don't think we're going to be tapping for mana. Eternal Witness.
Wait, hold on.
We-
There was
Like,
there. I think there was a reason. Was there a reason he played this?
let's go, but seriously, go through them and look at how many aren't mana dorks.
Maybe it was just for the colors. Yeah, no, you're right. Honestly,
Like, is it really worth just to make a Beast Whisperer, like 3 creatures that we usually play? Yo, Cryptolith right got expensive, jeez.
yeah.
It's a good card. I like all that stuff. We still need enough big spells to untap our stuff. That's like where instants or sorceries come in.
See, and we can reasonably win with this. And what does it do? It makes an XX green worm. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
even that bad.
Yeah, so like even if we don't win, like okay, I'm gonna make 50. I make 50,000 worms.
Mm-hmm.
Fight me, bro.
Also, Shaman can kill people really easily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe
So
untap.
man,
Well,
I don't like
you don't like what?
our commander generically untaps, but that's only if we cast a big spell. So
Well,
maybe
we could cut both of these honestly, because
okay,
that was just a different. I think the Quarian Ranger is better.
because it returns a forest, right?
Yeah, so like that's a.
And oh no, we lose one of our mana when we make 10 trillion mana.
Yeah, I guess the concept is maybe we have haste and we're replaying something, but I think we'll live. That was just an old combo I played where you have Wirewood Symbiote and any elf plus Teamer Sabretooth and a big mana source like Karametra's Acolyte or like something that taps for a lot like this. And you're just like bounce the any other elf like a Llanowar or anything that costs less. And then you go untap the Acolyte, use Teamer Sabretooth to bounce the Wirewood Symbiote to reset it, and then replay the Wirewood Symbiote and the
Hmm.
one drop elf and just keep looping those when it's reset. Uh, but okay, so we need to cut 5 more. I think this is a 35 land deck. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I may even go a little bit
Oh, we also
less just
didn't.
because.
Do we want a Reliquary Tower?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think we could actually draw a lot.
I think this might even be like a 34 land deck potentially. Maybe we just don't play Valakut. I just don't. I don't think we need it. I don't think it's that kind of deck.
Yeah,
Like it can kind of storm off, but like, or
yeah. Do
do
you
you?
think we want to keep? No, we could drop that. Yeah.
Okay. Uh,
33, 34, 35. We're still at 36 lands.
because I put a reliquary tower in.
So I think
So
let's just drop down
is
some.
this too memey, or you like this?
No, we'll leave that. Let's just drop down on the basics. We have more than enough.
So cut down a mountain, cut down a forest. So that leaves us with 34.
31, 32, 33, 34.
Yeah, it's probably fine. I mean, for a majority, most of the curve is insanely low, and everything makes mana. So
I could even see us going lower.
yeah, you think 33?
I mean, what, like some CDH decks will play like 20
30.
something lands, and they run like, because they just run all a bunch of mana rock artifacts they can play
Right,
turn
but
one and turn two.
this isn't like.
I don't know, I don't think they
I
go
get,
that low, but like,
I guess.
but remember, Tom, every creature except for like four of them are mana dorks. So we have realistically like 30 something like mana dorks.
I think 34 is where I'm gonna stop because it's like,
Because you still need enough to play, right?
yeah, and like you're gonna like reasonably not start drawing them. Like once you hit the 33 range, like if we get board wiped, we're just up shit's creek without a paddle. Like
That's why I have Seasons Past.
I know.
And the other one. You get
Valgad.
Cyclonic Rift, well then we cry.
Yeah, yeah, well, this is another way to win too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright, what's our worst mana dorks?
Boreal Druid, maybe?
Because it only makes colorless. Yeah,
Yeah.
get him out of there. You hot piece of garbage.
Uh, Actually, I think I'd rather play Return to Nature than Deflecting Swat. I just want like one other thing that can hit something. Because we are like very low on interaction.
But it's not. I guess I don't think this deck wants to be interactive. I think it just wants to win.
Right, but I mean, if the plan's not going according to plan, then like it's
Then you lose. I mean, that's the sake. It's a very one note style deck. And we just kind of front end on that side.
Mhm.
Like I would even say like we keep the Kenrith transformation because it draws a card, and we drop the other one.
I guess we just keep this then. No, I think at least at bare minimum we play Song of the Dryads and Beast Within, like the two that can just hit anything and just in case. Because like let's say they play something that like makes it so we can't tap our creatures for mana, or like we can only play like one spell a turn or something. Like we need ways to interact with things. Otherwise we just lose. And Kenritz only hits creatures. This hits permanent, this hits permanent.
And then maybe Kenrith could go.
I guess. I mean man, playing no interaction, that's a little rough.
This deck is designed to be interactive. It's designed to kill you. The best interaction in the game, I end you. Now you can't interact with me.
I guess. I mean, but if they have a sphere of safety, or I mean, if they have like one of those cards that like
They play Sphere of Safety, we'll pay for it.
or if they have like if we're playing against enchantments and they have that thing that they can't be dealt damage, then how do we kill them?
We kill them before they get there.
Okay.
I mean, we do have Eternal Witness in there, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so if we really need to, we like,
and Seasons Past.
so we just keep getting back Beast Within, and then we Seasons Past. So we draw our whole deck. Here's how we beat them, right? We draw our whole deck and have play Seasons Past, put it back into our hand, and try and stop them. If they counter it, we draw Seasons Past, we play Seasons Past, we get them all back and try it again until they lose.
Sure. One more card.
You can't beat everybody. Oh yeah, we were gonna take him out because we took out the the other one.
Temur Sabertooth, yeah. Not that I think Temur Sabertooth is bad. I'm actually gonna put them in the hold on. Wirewood. Put them in the maybe board and Temur. And what's the other one? Great Oak Guardian.
Yeah, Great Oak Guardian.